Hi, it's Ted. Today is Friday, April 11th, 2025, and today I'm going to start a weekend road trip in the state of Ohio. Okay, well, I'm ready to go. Got my setup good, got my heater, I don't think I'll need it, my sleeping bag, some small coats and stuff, but yeah, in Royal Oak now, ready to go head south. Well, I got a new Gatorade flavor. Aqua Blast, limited edition. That to be my initial reaction to this flavor. Tastes maybe like, I don't know, artificial passion fruit or something. I don't know. I guess it tastes like Aqua Blast. No parking from 2:30 a.m. to 5:30 a.m. So it looks like I'm gonna have to find somewhere else to park for the night. Yeah, this is like BMX spot heaven. Just jump down these stairs, do something, jump down these, kind of all the way down to the river. Looks like there's some ledges there too. I'm not really sure if I can find a spot to stay around here tonight. I love the backs of all these buildings. It's a really cool town, Wapakoneta. But yeah, the reason being is it looks kind of like a bust. A lot of people and things like that. I mean, not right around here, but yeah, it kind of looks like a bust, and I might need to just go to the nearest rest area off I-75, and shouldn't be a problem. But I know for certain I could stay at a rest area overnight. always liked small town Ohio where it's kind of like this. I don't know. It kind of reminds me of that show Parks and Rec where they're in Indiana. And yeah, I don't know. There's something I like about kind of the Midwest that's not Michigan. Michigan is very distinct. Non-Michigan Midwest is kind of its own type of Americana. Different than Michigan. Never mind. May have hit the gold mine here. I'm in a parking lot, a municipal parking lot, it seems, and I don't know. I think that I can stay here tonight. I didn't see any signs, so I think that's just what I'm gonna do.
That's a camera.
Of Ohio that's sort of just like this. It's a little bit different in terms of the building structure than Michigan. Maybe it's older, the roof pitches are steeper. Kind of, you can see right there that overhang is like bent in. It's an older cinder block, older brick, aluminum siding. There's something about, you can see it in some of these others, maybe, depending on the light. Something about this type of Ohio that I don't think I'd ever want to live in. I do like the city itself. A lot of these, this is a wine bar with some wine barrels. It's cute, it's up to date. The city itself is beautiful. And maybe some of these houses would be fine. They're just a little bit, I don't know, they're just different than Michigan houses. Another little nice old touch, other than the fact that the buildings are really old here, is up above there you have this like non-machined glass, and I wouldn't call it stained glass, but somewhat like that. I guess it is machined glass. You can see the ridges in it. But these little touches are nice in this town. The bank has this sort of Americana vibe. A lot of Ohio that's like this. At least I think there is. You know, the bike on the front porch. Doesn't matter, no one's gonna take anything anyways. And it's a beautiful house. Very Americana-esque. Ohio's got a wider swath of houses, I'd say. Even something like this is nice. This is kind of, I don't know, maybe some sort of 1940s 1940s or 1950s ranch. I don't know. But then you see this. This is with the asbestos, the wood burner up top, the type of thing you'd think you'd find in like Evil Dead, or kind of has a cellar, and maybe it doesn't, but those are the types of houses where I'd be like, I have no desire to be here. I don't know. I mean, you see some of these houses, and I mean, maybe it's kind of hard to tell with the darkness, but some of these seem like they were the higher end houses. Definitely these ones go right off onto the river. But well, this one looks kind of, maybe it's a wood shake. I don't know, it looks asbestos-y. And that could just be a sign of the times, but it does look nice. Different. There is something that's, now that's beautiful. There's that. There were some nice houses, but just kind of a different set of houses in Ohio than in Michigan. You'd probably never see anything like this. And I remember spending time in Dayton seeing houses. They were just older. There were houses in Ohio that I just think were older and maybe built taller and bigger, but not like the behemoths that are these new constructions of, like 2010 and have knocked down and replaced Royal Oak. Ohio has these weird, almost like tall, old, I don't know what era it would have been from, but they're almost like working class houses, and they're big, but they're not very comfortable feeling. But some of these, like that feels very comfortable seeming. I don't know the inside, but if you look just like kind of, I don't know. Now that looks really nice. But some of it just doesn't really float my boat. I love Michigan. Cool one. It's just like when you have white siding, white painted siding, be it, I mean, a lot of it feels like asbestos, but could be aluminum or other things like that. It just feels kind of junky and old. But yeah, no, there is a lot of beautiful in Ohio. Not like Michigan. Michigan is a little more consistent in its mass development. You'll see a lot of the same houses throughout Royal Oak, throughout Berkeley, throughout whatever, and they're of the same class, of the same year, and things are starting to be replaced, and things have been upgraded, but it's a little more smooth. It's smoother, and you'll see things where, I don't know, this is nice, but I don't know, it's just an inconsistent area. And maybe that's nice. It's just different. I'm back, and I don't think I need the heater on tonight, which is good because I'm not necessarily in the most stealthy area. Kind of just out in this parking lot, and I don't feel as comfortably stealthy here. This isn't my home state, so the laws may be different. I'm sober, I can quickly leave, and I didn't see any signs or anything, but I don't know. So Ohio is a little different. So anyways, I'll lie low, get up in the morning, and get myself some coffee, and yeah, I'll call it at that.
Good morning. It's a little above freezing. I slept pretty well. Had 2 points of anxiety at night. Partly one of them whether or not I'd actually like continue to still fit in this sleeping bag. But yeah, I slept well. It's a little after 7, and I put up this blanket just to kind of block the front light area, although you can see that it frosted, so maybe it was fine after a certain point. But anyway, now I'll get up and try to go find some coffee somewhere. I didn't need to use the heater, and that was partly due to extra stealth because I'm right in this city. I don't know if you can see through that fog, but yep.
Well, I got some coffee, a donut, and a croissant. A donut from that old 1950s looking place. Yeah, flossed and brushed, and got all good and ready to go to Bellefontaine.